how to play Wagon Wheel by Old Crow Medicine Show. Let's get into it. Hey gang, welcome to Chevin's Music. Thanks for stopping in. We are about to learn Wagon Wheel by Old Crow Medicine Show. Fantastic bluegrassy country song. Love it. Has a great strum pattern and some really great chords, some very common chords that we use in a lot of other songs as well. This is a great one to learn, especially if you're a beginner. If you're new here, take a second to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. That helps us out here a lot at Chevin's Music. I really appreciate you. All right, let's get into it. All right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our capo and put it up on the 2nd fret. Right, the key of the song is actually an A, but we're going to play it using G shapes. So let's talk about those chords. Super common chords that are used in a lot of different songs. The first one is G, but we're going to make it, I call it the rock G, G rock chord. And it's because it uses 2 fingers here at the bottom. Your 2nd and 3rd finger, your 3rd and 4th finger are going to go on the 3rd fret, high E and B strings. And your 2 and 1 are going to go on the low E. And the 1 is going to go on the the A string, 2nd fret. Strum all the way down, and there we go. And then we're going to go to a good old D chord. Now the cool thing about going from this chord to a D chord is you don't have to move this finger at all. It just stays. You just take your pinky off, move these fingers down into that position. 1st finger on the 2nd fret G, 2nd finger on the high E string, 2nd fret. Strum from the D string down. So our first 2 chords are G to D. Then we're going to add that pinky back, all right? We're going to add the pinky back, and we're going to move our first 2 fingers into this E minor shape, right there on the 2nd fret, A and D strings. Strum all the strings here, and this is an E minor 7 chord. Now, common chords, this is the start to Wonderwall. So there's the link between Oasis and Old Crow Medicine Show. Here we go. G to D to E minor 7. And then we're going to keep these fingers and move the 2 and the 1 into the C position. So the 2 is going to go to the 3rd fret A. The 1st finger is going to go to the 2nd fret D. Strum from the A string down. There we go. So we got G to a D to an E minor 7. To a C. And then the next part of the progression, we're going to go back down to a G, to a D, and this time we're going to skip the E minor 7 and go straight to the C add 9. So we're going to add our pinky here, go to the C add 9, and we're going to play it twice. So that whole progression is G to D, to E minor 7, to C add 9, to G, back to D, C add 9 twice. Before you do any strumming, it's always good to feel really comfortable about the chords beforehand, because your brain is kind of split in half when you think about that. When you have to think about something going on in the right hand and something going on in the left hand that's different. It's like patting your head and rubbing your belly at the same time. I don't know if you've ever tried to do that. Same concept on guitar. Your hands are doing 2 different things, and they don't want to. They want to be doing the same thing. So really feel comfortable with those chords before you start strumming. And that's the whole song, by the way. That's the whole progression of the song. You just keep repeating that one progression. So let's learn the strumming. Here we go. We got a G. We're going to do it on a G. Learn on a G. We're going to divide the strings in half. We got bass strings, and we got treble strings. Bass strings and treble strings. All right, so what we're going to do is strum the bass strings down on the treble strings, down on the bass strings, and this is a weird one because this time you're going to follow through and be up under the strings, because the next move is going to be up, down, up on the treble. Right? Da, da, da. You're going to go boom, ja, boom, ja, ja, ja. Now up to speed, it sounds like this. We're not quite there yet, and that's okay. So let's see if we can do this with all the chords here. We're going to start on G. Always go slow to a D. C. Back to G. And D. And C twice. Second time. And back to G. Let's play a little faster. So up to speed, it's going to be. But of course, you always want to take it slow to start with. Slow and accurate is always better than fast and sloppy. Unless you're playing some blues. But this is bluegrass, so it's bluegrass, not blues. So there we go. And that is Wagon Wheel. Did that help? I hope it did. If it did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to support the channel, you can now buy me a coffee. That link is in the description. Would really appreciate that. Anyway, I'll see you at the next one, and keep on picking.